Right, inakuwaje timu ya watu wangu nguvu? Mimi naitwa Shax. Karibu sana tena kwenye channel yetu siku ya leo. Tuko katika bustani ya Jeevanjee. Tumepiga hapa kambi kupiga story na wananchi tuweze kufahamu mwelekeo wa nchi nini kisiasa, lakini pia viongozi wanapaswa kufanya kitu gani. Tumepatana na mwamba hapa. Napenda tu ajitambulishe alafu atupe maoni yake. Ni aje bro?
Poa bro, poa sana.
Uko fiti?
Niko poa sana.
Hata wewe ni Gen Z?
Mimi ni Gen Z na mimi ni governor. Incoming governor Nyamira.
Unaenda Nyamira kabisa?
Nyamira niko kabisa, niko ground. Mpaka sasa hivi wanaangalia, leo nimewaambia acha nifike hapa Nairobi. Niwaambie wananchi wanasema Ruto ni half term. Hatutaki mambo hata ya one term. Hapana bana, ni half term. One term ilikuwa mafuta Gachagua na mpaka bana. Gachagua na mpaka mafuta ya one term. Sisi Gen Z tunasema ni half term.
The only people wenye wanaweza mfanya akuwe half term ni members of parliament. Na members of parliament already wanatembea naye kama condom kwa mfuko.
Member of parliament wanaelekea nyumbani pia hao ni half term. Sasa sisi the only people ungeniambia wanaweza mfanya asishinde ni wananchi. Na mimi nimetoka mashinani. Wanaimba hata ni half term. Hata hawataki one term. Wanasema Gachagua amekosea sana. Anampapasa mafuta ati one term. Mafuta hakuna. Umeona juzi amekojolea education. Yeye amepata hapa education. Anatoa hiyo sijui free. Kwani yeye anataka akajolee kila kitu.
Now, kwa hii issue ya education, what do you think is ailing the Ministry of Education na Treasury? Because the Ministry of Education has been given the highest allocation, over 700 billion. What is happening? Allocation, ukiangalia allocation vis-a-vis what we are being told, ni vitu vingine tofauti.
Unapoangalia education, kuna a lot of corruption. Hata ukiangalia kwa credential, we don't trust that ile kitu unafanya ndio utapewa kwa KCSE. Because ukiangalia kama juzi, kuna sijui Bomet na receive 50 million. Na hii exist. So hiyo that's one. What about others? What about others that Janine mentioned? Kama mimi the incoming governor, kitu ya kwanza tumesema Nyamira, kama wewe ni corruption kwa jela. Kama wewe ni kama governor huyu mwizi huyu anakuja kuiba hapa na anakuja kuinvest hapa Nairobi nyumbani. Na Ruto ni after. Wamesema wataki hata hiyo one term. Hiyo ni mafuta tu Gachagua aliona mpake ndio amalize vizuri. Lakini Gen Z na wananchi wamesema ni half term. Hakuna kitu kingine.
Now, what do you think as a country tunafaa kufanya ku rescue ourselves? Because ukiangalia, do you think tuna over budget? Are we over budgeting? Are we living beyond our means?
We oversteal. Kuna a lot of stealing. And a lot of misuse, whereby a lot of greedy. Because we take money from the needy, we feed the greedy. Unasikia mtu amechukua pesa hapa Kenya, ameenda amenunua nyumba Dubai. Hiyo investment amepeleka nje, but arudishe hapa. So what we are doing, we are overstealing. Yeah, we are overstealing from our people, our greedy people, because of the greedy. People are stealing. Ruto is stealing everything. Every CS is stealing. Me, I happen to share a platform with the CS. Even they are complaining that, wamenyimwa pesa, they are not implementing anything in the ministry because all pesa iko centered kwa Ruto. That's why anapata pesa, anapeana pale kwa street, anapeana kila kitu. Na tunamwambia hivi, sasa hatutaki hiyo mafuta ya Gachagua at one term, ni half term.
Now, about these easy empowerment projects zenye wanatembea wakifanya in every county. Assuming wamefika leo kule Nyamira kwenye wanataka kwenda kusimama governor.
Yes.
What would you tell the people of Nyamira County prior kabla wafikiwe?
Okay, kitu nataka kwanza niwaambie, it's unfortunate wanafanya kipindi. Hiyo si empowerment,
PR.
Hiyo ni PR na kipindi. Unaona the same way Gachagua alisema they were going to the road, wana launch barabara, haina budget na jioni usiku tractors zinawafuata. Empowerment program, what we don't need in Nyamira, they don't need handout. Empowerment program, if they want to come empowerment program, they have to identify industry, value addition industry. Wakuje wakae na sisi pale, tuambie sasa hii tunatoa hii matoke, tunatoa maji, tunataka industry kama hii. Vijana wetu wapate kazi pale. Hiyo ndio empowerment. Lakini hii kipindi ya kuwapatia 65 shillings, hata hawezi afford mkate, ati empowerment. Hiyo wapeleke mahali wanapeleka.
Now, as an aspiring leader, I think this country tumekuwa na a very big problem in terms of policy making, right? Juzi nimeona China, they are setting a policy that will see its economic growth for the next 100 years. So where China is right now, China is seated somewhere na wanaangalia her people in 100 years time. Do you think in Kenya, as an aspiring leader, and nawe nakuona bado ni myang, do you think we have leaders who have the Kenya at hand wenye wanaweza formulate policies zenye zinaweza saidia Kenya in the next hata 50 years?
Yes, young people are coming up, like Gen Zs. That's what we're saying. We don't want old people. You find like my governor is over 70 years. His interest is not the same interest in our community. There's a wide difference. The same way in most of our parliament members. These people are old. That's why I'm saying we're coming with young people who will understand, who are born this generation. They understand the problem whereby you graduate, there's no job. Then you tarmac for like 10 years, there's no job. Then if you apply a job, you need like 15 years experience, which you don't have. That is the environment. The existing MPs, they have said that if you apply a job, you ask the experience of 20 years. While themselves, they were picked from high school and given the job. They have done the job, they have retired. Now they're in parliament, serving their own interests. So this generation, this Gen Z generation, we believe we are going to sweep all generation outside from parliament. From MCA, MP, governor, we don't care whether you have money or you don't. But we have the capability to mobilize young people and sing one song. We need a change. Let's implement the change we need. Yes. Money we can take. Money is, they're giving us corrupt money. We don't need corrupt money. That's why 90% of young people, they're jobless. And no one is scared, doesn't care. Yes.
Anytime we talk about politics, people say politics so expensive. Unfortunately, what would the politicians invest while seeking for political seats? Compare na the amount of money we have allocated to them as their salary plus allowances, it does not really hata ifikangi quarter of what these guys have invested in politics. What's your take on the status of political environment and in the investment in this country?
There is a lot of assumption on political investment because you find them, they have ganged up, they have blocked young people from politics. That's why you find, if today you're a young person, you want to register a political party, they ask you how much? $500,000. You have to pay $500,000. But when they registered their party, it was just 1,500. Within a span of five years, they have changed the law such that they want the like 3 party they dominate because you have to pay like $500,000 to register. It's come expensive. Now you find they have not invested much because what they invest is propaganda. It's a lot of propaganda and a lot of fear. They tell you that if you don't run with this party, you lose everything. And then Kenya is not supposed to buy the fear. I love the Gen Z the way we operate. We don't buy the fear. When this terrorist called Ruto say that shoot to kill, we say no, we cannot shoot our people. We don't fear shoot. Actually, next week we have a very huge protest all over, and we are planning, and it's coming up. And we don't fear those propaganda that shoot to kill. All of us, we are terrorists. We are not the first people to be called terrorists. You must know that. The Kimathi were fighting for independence. They were labeled the worst terrorists. Yes. So we are not the first to be called terrorists. So long as we know Kenyans, we are fighting our rights. We are fighting a better employment. Look like Public Service Commission, what they are doing. They have brought a policy of internship. You find that in the whole ministry, we have over 10,000. But they are blocking employment through internship, whereby they employ you, like internship, they pay you like 25,000. They call it stipend, and then at the end of the year, they dump you. They bring another slot, they dump you. That's how they operate because of what they call wage bill. Now they are punishing a young people because they are blocking them to get employed. While this money, they divert this money to serve their interests as politicians. So that's why you find a lot of young people are crying. They don't have job. That's why we're in the street, and we'll be there, and we don't fear him calling us terrorists. Because we're not the first one. Actually, I'm confirming next week we shall have a countrywide protest. Yes, ready now to be called terrorists. Ready now, with these terrorists. But we are telling these terrorists, is the leader of terrorists. We don't fear. And we're not the first people to be called terrorists. The Kimathi were there. And then they did their part. At the end of the day, we won. And I want to tell Baba, there's this conman auctioneer called Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is calling us for dialogue. He's calling dialogue while our people, our comrades, are being arrested in jail. There is no dialogue we can do with people who are every day kidnapping and killing our comrades. Let him told he has done his part, he retire, aende nyumbani kabisa, na hataki kumsikia. Na hataki kumpatia any political space. Lazima ajue wakati wake imeisha. Hakuna dialogue tutafanya na baba ama vijana. Wakati vijana wenzetu wameshikwa. Hapana. Wengine wako kwa prison, wengine wanaitwa terrorists. Terrorism is not a new mode. It is there, but we are happy that we are called terrorists because we are fighting for our youth to get employment. We are ready to die. If that is the price, that's okay.
Now, as an, let me call you, incoming governor in Nyamira County,
yes.
We know Nyamira is a very rich county.
Yes.
I want to give you an opportunity now to speak to your people and tell them why they should prefer you over their current governor or any other person considering to be governor of Nyamira County.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I want to thank Nyamira people for being strong. You have been strong people since independence. I'm Daniel Nyabuti. I come from Kitutu Masaba. I aspire to be a governor in Nyamira. My policy is this one. Let's put our people back to work. Because if I look all Nyamira, there's no industry. There's no industry. People are jobless. You sell your land, piece of land, you educate your kid to high school, to university. And then at the end of the day, he comes home sitting there doing nothing. Because there's no place to work. So let's agree. As a governor and coming governor, my policy will be advocate for value addition industry. Let's start from the value addition where Let's say if you don't have tea, you have a cow. If you go all over Nyamira, there is no industry which transform milk to packets. Ama can buy your milk and then process it and then sell it to other different markets. So I'm saying that's one industry you have to do. The second one, if you go other parts of Nyamira, they do these bricks. These bricks, we have to have a good industry whereby we do tiles and roofing. So we have to empower our young people. And then if you go to the other value addition industry, there's a lot of bananas there. I'll have another industry there to make crepes, We have seen crepes in supermarkets. But in Kisii, there's no even one industry to employ ourselves. And I will revive Coca-Cola industry, but now it will not be Coca-Cola. It will make juice and soft drink. If you work in a chemistry, any chemistry in Kisii, and then ask a bottle of water, and then check the manufacturer of that water, it's where? Limuru, Kiambu, not in Kisii. And in Kisii, we have fresh water. You don't have to do anything. It's a very soft water and good clean water. So we shall promote value addition industry. I'm asking you young people, all of you, this is your time. This is your time to make a change in Nyamira. This is a time we shall build roads. This is a time we shall build research centers for our kids and hospitals. As you can see, we have very bright future with me. Just I'm asking your hand, I'm asking your support. You have to believe in me, and we have to work together. And then we have to build Nyamira as a city, and even do what we call Nyamira Silicon Valley. We need to manufacture our electronic product there, even assemble. So long as we have the skills, we can assemble a product there and create jobs. So my policy, why am I running the government in a Nyamira government? I want to put our people back to work. We must create jobs for our people, for our farmers, for our teachers, for our parents, and for our kids. And we need to build these things with our own hands and our own brains. So I'm calling all of you. You have to believe and you have to support. And I'm ready to work with you. Anytime, ring me a call. I'm in various groups and I've been supporting youth here and there. From even the small groups, SMS, table. I've been even visiting the markets there, supporting all of them, hearing what they want. So for now, I want to leave it there. I'm thanking you. I'm coming there on the ground. But I want you guys to support us so that we can make jobs to our people. Our people will come fast and we make Nyamira great again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Asante.